Well, Mr. Bad Boy Dan, the one that appears on 90 Day Fiancé every other episode to have a feud with Sarper that has got to be one of the most pointless feuds of all time. Well, it looks like the apartment that he, the home that he appeared in that was an absolute beauty of a mansion isn't actually his. And as you can see here, this person has come out. Now, I will say this. The way this person's wording this isn't the best, so it's not actually my reading, it's just the way this has been worded. It feels like there's a lot of missing words and whatever mumbo jumbo. But anyway, as you can see, this person starts off by saying, "What the F? Sharp Entertainment and TLC. You're just now phoning in this I fart in your general direction. Poser plus Shekinah Sarper melodrama down our throats without any effort to conceal the all frauding. Geez, you used to at least try to help us suspend disbelief. I'm so disappointed in you." Yeah, I did that more than 3 times, but you get the gist. Now, I did click on the link itself in particular to have a look at this entire home, okay, that is obviously located in LA. And as you can see, this is the one that appeared on the show. And, well, it seems as if, first and foremost, it's only got 1 review, which is quite concerning, and the review is 4 stars. So, yeah, that's quite interesting stuff in particular. And as you can see here, you can book this for $200 minimum 6 hours. Okay, literally. So basically, you're looking at $1,200. Yes, that's it. Quick maths. And as you can see here, extra information where it says you can reach out to the company itself in particular. And as you can see here, depending on per person, the hourly rate can change. Obviously, when it comes to per person and whatnot, that is also offered here, something particular. But here's the thing. Why the hell do TLC need to go out of the way to make these things happen? But I will say this, so it has been reported that this actual building itself in particular is actually managed by Dan. So Dan obviously does not own it, nor does he rent out. He just manages the property for somebody else. So the fact that he actually used this property that he manages for this scene on the show with him and Sarper is bloody diabolical. And let's be real, the whole scene was based on them two having an argument about who is the bad boy, who is the baddest bad boy between the two. When meanwhile, they're both shooting a freaking scene in an apartment that neither one of them bloody even owns, let alone rents. Oh my days. Now, obviously, we like to get into the comment section. Some people come out with their own fair reaction by saying, "Ha, I knew Dan didn't really live there. I knew he wasn't." I was like, this doesn't make sense. You can't tell me this man is balling like this. Especially the man that's out here talking about how he has dated every single woman within his friends. Do you know what I'm saying though? He didn't actually say he dated every single woman in the friend's circle. He said he's dated everyone in the friend's circle. So you never know. Dan may be bisexual. Maybe he's had a little fling with every single member in Shekinah's friend circle, whether that be man or woman. You never know. Either way though, it says it. I wonder if TLC or Dan rented out. Well, TLC rented Dan, so same difference. I mean, to be honest with you, TLC would have known it because Dan would have most likely suggested to them. He probably would have been like, "Listen, for this scene, because I want to look like a bad boy, I've got some apartments that I obviously, manage, and I think this is something that we can probably use." So I reckon, if anything, Dan's brought it to TLC's attention, and they probably maybe either paid a little compensation here and there, or he's just paid it out of his own money, depending on how desperate he was to look like this bad boy dude on TV. Honestly, lame ass behavior. Okay, now of course, this one, I ain't gonna lie to you, wasn't gonna read it, but I do agree with it. Shekinah needs to stop wearing that blonde wig she does, because that wig is absolutely horrendous. Is it hideous building? I mean, to be fair, I don't mind the building. I think the building is quite nice. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you it's horrible. And you can also buy for almost 6 million or lease it for 20K a month. It's fugly. What does he do for a living? I do love me some carbs. Not sure the carbs gonna do anything, but maybe that's something that went over my head. But it says here that he's the manager of the shipping douchebag. I found the deed. He's not on it, and another user posted the Airbnb listing for it. Okay, he's listed as the host, so he manages the property for the real owner. I generally think he probably used it for free, and the real owner, and hoping that the real owner doesn't actually watch the show and he's not going to catch wind of it. That's what I think personally. Because why would TLC pay for it if they pay for him? If they pay him, do you see what I'm saying? Unless he doesn't get paid to be on the show, he just gets clout from being a part of the show, which is probably most accurate. So therefore, he probably went out of his way to use a building that would make him look even more flashy. But let's be real, the man is thirsty for women. He's thirsty for Shekinah. Maybe he's thirsty for men too. So really and truly, I wouldn't be surprised if he purposely went on TV, made sure he was able to display himself in a big ass house. So therefore, any of the women that would watch the show, when they see him on the streets, he would hope that they think that he's balling, even though clearly you can tell the guy is a freaking clown. Because like I said before in my video, if you haven't seen it already, how can you talk about you've been around all the women, all the people in your friend group, but yet you're still single and you're out here judging other people? Like, come on now. Now, of course, somebody says, you're not going to lie, if I had a castle, I'd rock it. Farmland and desert as far as the eye can see, and the damn random castle. I'm not surprised. The whole time I was thinking how a dude with that kind of money wouldn't be chasing Shekinah, as many women will be chasing him. I think her rich friends are going to all to be shown to be faking it. And you know what? That right there is probably one of the most accurate comments that I've seen on this thread thus far. But nonetheless, though, I want to know your thoughts on the matter itself in particular. What do you think? Do you think this is a matter where TLC paid for it, or Dan went out of his way to pretty much use it on his own accord so he can make himself look flashy, making himself look like a bad boy on TV in the hopes that women will start to slide into his DM because he's a desperate little dweeb who clearly has no personality, and his personality is based on literally trying to steal a woman off another person. Make that make sense. I'll tell you this now. Anybody that you see trying to steal a partner of another person, that tells you all you need to know about that person. Now, of course, some people can say maybe that's subjective because of XYZ, which it could be. It could be subjective because of XYZ. But hey ho, either way, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But of course, here, as you can see, there are more details, obviously, regarding the property itself in particular, regarding where it's listed, Zillow, Rich Theme, something, realtors.com, and obviously shows you all the different prices that are obviously marked out here. Ladies and gentlemen, giving further proof that it is not his. Now, as you can see here, ownership. Current owner is someone else who is not Dan. That's all we need to know. And there's another owner. So there's two current owners and neither one were Dan. I mean, you could argue and say the D may be for Dan, but I very much doubt that, to be honest with you. And then also, obviously, this is something that was owned by somebody else in the past. But you know what? Shout out to Reddit for doing their little research here, but this is quite detailed, to be honest, with giving us a little bit of extra information as well. But nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.